So we are back. 6 cents. We're going to be tier ranking Creed fragrances. These are more the ones kind of leaning towards men. If you guys are new to kind of 6 cents official in general, good to be back. I am in the process of moving, so this is all going to get a little hectic. I'm going to try to put even a couple videos out a week just for now, so bear with me. I've been pumping out some old TikToks just as YouTube shorts, trying to get everything all settled, organized. In about 4 weeks or so, my move should be more or less done. I have a little new setup, some space, can really start pumping out content. But if you guys have been rocking with me for a while, welcome back. Truly appreciate it. Per usual, there's going to be tons of great links, discounts below. Been partnering with so many companies over the years. And if they're not up just yet, give me a few days or a week or so, kind of gather everything again, and I'll update the description down below. So keep your eyes peeled. Today, it's all about Creed, though. Let's just get into it. No more yapping here. Creed fragrances. This, how I want to do this tier list is essentially what I like, not necessarily what the masses or Fragcom likes, not what Fragcom would rate this. This is me. So starting it off, this is Tabrone Millesime right here. So this fragrance it's kind of like approachable tobacco, you can say. Kind of gives that tobacco leaf vibe. There's some woods, a little bit of citrus. It's a good fragrance. It definitely smells a little more mature, which I think's great. Even some evenings I could wear this fragrance. In my opinion, this is like a very good... Oh boy, this is going to be harder than I thought. Oh my goodness, we have a lot left. Okay, there may be some like rejigging as I go. I'm going to give it a C right now. A C, in my opinion. So next up, Bois de Portugal. Now, this fragrance right here, it's, again, spicy, kind of like Tabrone, but the tobacco notes are completely different because Bois de Portugal barely has any tobacco notes. There's just some nice spice, where Tabrone Millesime obviously is a little more tobacco dominant. For what it's worth, it's not super realistic. What I love about Bois de Portugal, and I mean love, is it's an everyday scent, but you can wear it during the day and in the evening. You're going to smell classy, refined, but still mass appealing. So jeez. To me, Bois de Portugal's an A. Like, I'll say this, if you haven't tried it, it's actually worth going out of your way to go to a booth to try it. Don't pay retail, never pay retail, but it's worth it. It is definitely worth it to at least smell and experience. So next up here, Arolfa. Now this fragrance, I remember when I first tried it, I actually really do remember that moment. It was at the booth and it didn't do it for me. So it's largely a fresh fragrance. So we'll just call it a fresh fragrance. Like citrusy mint, basil, some richness, but something almost a little herbaceous, probably due to the basil. Just never did it for me. That's a D. Move on. Let's just move on. So moving on to Neroli Sauvage, kind of clean, almost shower gel type. I'd say that's actually a unisex fragrance. Not bad per se. I've only smelled that one at a booth as well. I've never purchased it or anything like that, never had a sample. This one, Arolfa, Royal Mayfair, kind of all smelled at the booths. This to me is a C for its kind of cleanness. Like, it's very easy to wear, very poor longevity, very poor performance, was not the best. So next up we have, this is the original, because that's the original Viking actually. So that's Viking Cologne. This one smelled like a very mass appealing barbershop scent, and I thoroughly enjoyed wearing it. Did own a bottle of this. When I'm in the mood for it, I could run this for a week straight. So any season too, even in the winter. Give it a B. Viking Cologne is a B. Aventus Cologne, okay. Probably upset some people here. It smells like Aventus mixed with the Acqua di Gio DNA. Not bad. A lot of people would probably rank this an S, as maybe it's their most complimented out of all these fragrances. For me, this is a C. Yes, it's the Aventus vibes and the Acqua di Gio, Profumo-ish vibes. Actually, it's not even as smoky, but it just came across way too designer. Is it good? It's amazing. You're going to get amazing compliments. This is just my personal preference. I will always recommend Aventus cologne on my channel, always, but my personal preference. So next up, Royal Mayfair. This is the easygoing citrus fragrance. I think there are far better options if you just want a citrus, which again is actually what Creed's known for. Nothing against it. It's also a C to me. There is a lot of C's here. Silver Mountain Water. Okay, this one has that interesting kind of balance of citrus and inkiness. A lot of people say almost like an inky accord. I mean, this one just still does the trick. The trick being getting good compliments, feeling good, not feeling or smelling dated. So I think that's an S tier fragrance. It's gotta be. Royal Oud. Okay, Royal Oud is like the least oud fragrance you'll smell with oud in its name. Actually, that may not be true, because recently I've been paying attention to the fragrances coming out recently, not by Creed, but a lot of companies. I think the word oud just gets thrown around now, where it almost doesn't hold any meaning unless it's from good, reputable makers or seekers of oud, like Ensar Oud comes to mind. So that aside, let's just put that aside. Royal Oud is a phenomenal smelling fragrance. It's not oud, if you just want to smell like a dark wood, masculine, a little bit of citrus, a little bit of spices. No, this is an A easily. I love this one. Absolutely love it. So moving up next, Himalaya. Now, Himalaya's, out of all the fragrances, it's probably the most like designer citrusy. It's a D. It's like, there's so many other richer, interesting citruses. It's not worth, in my opinion. Green Irish Tweed, the GOAT, gives almost a energizing green vibe. There's a verbena, kind of lemon verbena, so it's kind of like a lemongrass feel. Breathtaking, puts you in a good mood. Earthy, but in a light way. Citruses, of course. It's an S, in my opinion. Again, I actually do think Fragcom in general would agree with me, but I don't really care for people to agree with me for this video. It's just my opinion. But they definitely would, I think, line up for this. Oh, baby. Millésime Imperial. Salty watermelon, some more fruits, and kind of like a synthetic aldehydic vibe, right? Just kind of aquatic. It does smell synthetic. I don't think it smells like perfect quality, but man, I think I should change my list because I don't want to put this in S tier. Okay, I'm going to change. I apologize. Silver Mountain Water is going to go to A. Green Irish Tweed, Millésime Imperial as S. It's too good. Like, and it's actually such a unique scent profile. I mean, when it first came out, so I totally recommend it. Such a good scent there. Original Vetiver, my gosh, Original Vetiver is incredible. I mean, easy-going citrus vetiver, to still smell classy, but again, mass appealing. I'll leave it at B for now, but it's kind of like, I'll leave it at B. Okay, Virgin Island Water, rum, coconut, sugary vibes, fruity vibes, sitting at the poolside, just having a cocktail. An absolute S tier. Original Santal. When I purchased it, I purchased a 50 ml. It was a really good deal. I got it from a discounter, and I just got bored of it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's creamy, good sandalwood. But I got bored, and it's my list. So do I think it's better than these? I do think it's better than the C's. I think it's a B. Like, it has no business being in the company of these A's. Absolutely not. So yeah, it's a B. And Aventus. Okay, we got Aventus and the Original Viking. Okay. Oh, baby. When Aventus came out, mind-blowing scent profile. Never smelled anything like it. It kind of tricked me into thinking, oh, niche just smells like really mass appealing but unique, which is so not the case. That was when I was so new to fragrances, right? I thought at that time every niche fragrance just smells like a really high quality designer feel, which is not the case. As you know, niche fragrances go every which way and direction you could think of. But this fragrance, still to this day, I mean, there's so many batches I've smelled at this point, and it's lost its aura. Let's just say that. It's definitely lost its aura, but I mean, it's still an S tier fragrance for me. I don't know if it's a mind game now, it's placebo, but I don't care what the batch is. When I spray Aventus, I'm that guy. That's what I feel like. I feel good. It's an S. And Viking. So Viking right here, really good men's barbershop fragrance. I do prefer Viking cologne, but it's unfair to put it as a C, but I do need to be consistent, and it's about what I would wear. So I'm gonna put it with the C fragrances, because it's like, would I wear it? Maybe. Like, maybe if someone had it on them and I don't know, I forgot to spray cologne, I'm like, okay buddy, like, let me wear it, I'd wear it. But I'll put it at a C. I'll put it at a C. So I think that's it. How do we do for time? That's a little long. Okay, well, I tried. Sorry, it's a little long. I'll try to chop up the video when I can, cut the yapping, get right to it. But I mean, your S tier is Green Irish Tweed, Millesime Imperial, Virgin Island Water, Aventus. I'm happy with this list. Let me know down below, by all means, if you want to rank these and kind of say you're a D to S, feel free. But I'm really curious to know your S tiers at the least, your S tier Creed fragrances. So drop those down below. Again, this channel's a work in progress right now. Going to move over the course of 4 weeks. It's going to be busy. I'm going to try to pump out videos, and I'm going to try to fix up my description too. You'll see all the companies I partner with. Great deals, great discounts, especially Fragrance Buy and Joma Shop. That's where I always recommend getting majority of your fragrances and watches from Joma Shop. Joma Shop ships to Canada too, so great sites. I'll tidy up the description down below, so if it's not ready yet, just give me some time. But that's going to do it. And I'm also open to ranking any other fragrances in this tier list type of style, brands or fragrance types, whatever it may be. So if there's any other brand you want me to do, good to be back. I will see you guys in the next video, hoping that'll be sometime this week.